What's up, Gordon Gang? I am back with another video, and today's video is going to be things I wish I would have known or advice I wish I would have received before before becoming a military spouse.
You make it easier when life gets hard. Lucky I'm in love with my best friend. Lucky to have been where I have been. Lucky to be coming home again.
My first piece of advice is probably going to be to vibe with a village. And what I mean by that is that you gotta find your village. Like people say, like it takes a village to raise a kid. Like you just gotta find your people. Like find people that you vibe with, find people that you have stuff in common with. It's definitely gonna make a difference. Like this lifestyle can get lonely if you let it, so don't let it. Also, it allows your husband peace of mind to know that when he's gone for months at a time for trainings or deployments or whatever, that there's somebody down the street, there's somebody in your neighborhood, there's somebody nearby who's got your back or is looking out for you. You know what I'm saying? When you want to vent or when you're going through something, or if it's something military related, which a lot of the time it is, it's easier and it's a different kind of vibe and a different kind of vent session and a different kind of feeling like you get it out when this person already understands what you're going through because they're in similar situations and are dealing with similar things. So don't forget about you. And I feel like that might be like real basic advice, but I've seen some people who get really caught up in their husband's career. Like I've seen people who get lost in the fact or base their whole identity solely on the fact that they're an army wife. My advice is to not get lost in being an army wife and not to place a lot of value in being an army wife, because whether it's willingly, unwillingly, whether you made the decision, whether the army made the decision for you, or whatever it is, the army life is going to come to an end at some point. Get out and do everything that your area allows. And I say that because somebody is always going to have a long list of negative things about the duty station that you're going to. Somebody is always going to have a long list of the amazing things about the duty station that you're going to. Don't let any one person's opinion about the duty station that you're going to like define what you feel about where you're going. Once the decision has been made, once those orders have been cut, you're going anyway. It is what it is. Make the best of your situation. Like one of the biggest things that I have learned along the way, because nobody's ever given me this piece of advice, but it works for me now, so I will share it. Make plans for missed moments. So the missed Christmas, holidays, birthdays, big family events, weddings, whatever, is almost inevitable in the army life. So, and like you can't plan, obviously. Like my husband deployed when my son was 9 months old and was not present when he took his first steps, was not present for his first birthday and stuff like that. You can't control that. So the things that you can control for your life, you should do so. So if I know, or you know, that your husband's gonna miss your birthday, right? And some people like, it's not a big deal, nobody cares. There's other people like me, I love my birthday. I feel like it's a holiday all about me. Then make plans for your birthday because those missed moments, in my experience, are the most difficult. Everything's difficult when he's gone. Like, there's just a little added layer of difficulty when he's gone. But holidays and special moments like that are the hardest, or will make you feel the loneliest, in my experience. So you have to make plans. Like, make plans with your sisters, make plans with your best friends, make plans with your mom, make plans with your dad, make plans with your people, so that if you know this is the day that you always feel you need the most love, affection, attention, whatever, then make sure you have plans where you can get that on a different level, of course, from other people, because there's so many missed moments that you can't control. Like, I can't recreate my son's first steps, you know what I'm saying? So since I can't control that, I can't do anything about that, then you should do something about the moments that you can control, or that make plans for the moments that matter, so that you don't feel as lonely as you can feel on those days. If be not only flexible but understanding. Be understanding. So you know that this 4-day weekend, he gets this 4-day weekend off every year. This 4-day weekend is for the military, and he's off, and we're gonna go out of town, and we're gonna go to a wedding, and we're gonna go have fun, and we're gonna do this on this 4-day weekend, that he has off every year, this 4-day weekend. When his first sergeant calls and says, you know what, whoever had 24-hour staff duty this Saturday, whatever, is not going to be able to make it, or whatever, and you are the replacement, there is nothing that he can do about it. Your plans are canceled. Move on. And I say that not to say don't get upset. Of course you're going to be upset. You made plans. You've been planning this. He's been off this 4-day weekend every other year. Why not this one year that we actually have plans for this 4-day weekend? You can be upset, but like, call your homegirl, call your mama, call your sister, get it out of your system and move on. Because, and I only say that to say, like, obviously you can talk to your husband about how you feel. It's your husband, why not? But don't like be upset with him, or have an attitude with him, or get super sad and cry about it with him. Because I say this because I've made these mistakes. And I can't speak for every soldier, right? I'm speaking from my experience. He feels bad enough, even though we both know that he can't do anything to control that. Is why waste the time that you have arguing or complaining or crying or whatever. You know that now your 4-day weekend has been cut down to 3 days. So vent to your friend, move on, and enjoy your other 3 days. I've seen a couple videos where it just says like you gotta be mentally prepared to be an Army wife before you make the decision to like be a part of this lifestyle, whatever. One, that's nonsense. In my opinion, not to be like judging anybody else. In my opinion, that's a bunch of nonsense. First of all, being in this lifestyle is like anything else. You don't know what you're in for until you're in it. People can talk to you all day. You could watch TV shows based off this lifestyle like Army Wives. You could watch Army Wife vloggers, which I do and thoroughly enjoy. You can do as much research as you want. Nothing is going to prepare you for being in this life until you're in it. You don't know what you're in until you're in it. You don't know what to prepare for until it comes to you. Communication is key. Communication is key in any relationship, whether it be a mother-daughter relationship, sisters, friends, spouse, whatever, military life, non-military life. Communication is key. Like, you have to have like a system, like a we here kind of thing with your spouse, because we need to know like, this is what you're gonna handle while I'm gone. This is what you're gonna handle while you're gone. This is what's gonna get taken care of. This is what's gonna get done. This is what we're gonna do to work on our relationship to make sure that we stay like this while you're away. Everybody says the last piece of advice, the best piece of advice is it gets easier I think that's some crap, to be honest. The thing is, maybe the way that you deal with things will get easier because it happens more often, so you kind of get into a routine with it, maybe. I don't think, like people say, you get used to it, it gets easier. That's not my experience. I don't, he's left so many times in these 3 years, it's not even funny. But it doesn't get easier. It's never gonna feel normal. I'm never gonna be like, oh, it's okay. I'm used to it. That like my husband might miss the birth of our next child. It's not something you get used to because there's different moments along the line that are missed, and you can feel like you get used to it because it happens so much, but it's never really like a comfortable feeling. Everybody says, you know, stay busy. You gotta stay busy when they're gonna stay busy. You can stay as busy as you want. At the end of the night, even though you're busy all day, when you go to bed, you're going to bed alone. When you're fighting your 2-year-old that he needs to take a shower and he needs to lay down and it's time to go to bed, you're fighting that battle by yourself. So like, you can be busy all you want, and it's great to stay busy. I'm not knocking that piece of advice, but I don't think it gets easier. I think we just get through because you have to. Live like he deploys tomorrow.
Every time we say goodbye, I wish we had one more kiss. I'll wait for you, I promise.